Good morning everyone. This is day 11 of my vlog. I have got one serious fringe going on this morning. So I will say first of all apologies to Angus Grady, because I know how much you hate people doing videos in cars. Steph Thomas, I'm obviously taking inspiration from you, and the reason why I'm recording today's video from my car is that I've just had a 2.5 hour meeting with the Jamie Denyer. Oh my gosh, I'm so inspired by the meeting that we had today. Do you know what? One of the things that I said when I established where Legacy was going and what Legacy was going to do was that it was really important for me to be able to work with people who just got my vision and understood where I wanted to take Legacy as an organisation. And for me, it's not about having the most experienced people on board. It's not about having the most intelligent people on board. Not saying that Jamie isn't both of those, but what I'm trying to get to is the fact that, you know, for me, working with people, I have to work with people who work with a passion. It's one of the things that has always driven me, is my passion to see things change and to see things happen. And the other thing is that I just, there's a kind of an exercise where you spend time with a person, and then when you walk away you ask yourself, do I feel fired up and enthused, or do I just feel really drained? And Jamie Denyer for me is one of those people. Oh my gosh, he is such an inspiration. He's such a fire up kind of person, and I've been talking to Jamie today about our Inclusive Education Initiative, which is one of the 4 main umbrella projects that we run at Legacy, and I just want Jamie's involvement. I want him on board in any capacity that he's willing to offer us, because the guy gets young people and he doesn't have an agenda other than he wants to see people succeed, and I love that. And that is what Legacy is about, bringing out the best in people and using the best of people's abilities to create real change. And so for me, Jamie Denyer is without shadow of a doubt one of the guys that I really need to have working on my projects, which has been fantastic because he's really just endorsed everything that I talked about today, and he really aligned with it, which I love. It's amazing when people see my heart and my vision and get on board with it. And this is where I guess I differ from your average entrepreneur, because I'm never thinking about the profit, ever. That's why I've always been pretty damn bad at chasing people for money, and for paying, charging people what I'm actually worth. Because I just want to make a difference. People before profit has been my little sort of ethos for a long time. It's why I travel to Uganda. It's why, we've got projects that we're going to be working with in India, is because people are more important than profit. And that's why I had to move Legacy into something that is an organisation that constantly gives back and uses its profits and goes after funding, as opposed to a company that just grows big profits and I go and get to live in a nice house and drive a nice car. I'm sure that in the next couple of years, in this year alone, I'm going to get a nice car, because my son's having the one that I'm currently driving, because he's now at the age where he can drive. That is so scary. And I'm going to get myself a nice new shiny car, which I'm really thrilled about. But in time to come, I am going to have a nice roof over my head. But you know what? I don't need a fortune. I don't need a 6-figure salary. What I need is to be able to go to the supermarket and not have to think, right, how much can I spend now because I need to budget for, bills and things like that. I just want to be comfortable in my finances. So for me, business is never about profit. For me, money is a tool, and money is a powerful tool that can bring about real change. And having sat with Jamie Denyer for 2.5 hours, and I just wrote my morning out as spending it with Jamie, because I knew it was never going to be a short meeting by any stretch of the imagination. And we've literally just built this idea of what the Inclusive Education Initiative is going to look like. Jamie's now going to take that away, and he's going to actually start adding to it the kinds of things that he can bring to the table as well. And that's what Legacy is going to be. I am already and going to be by the end of this year extremely proud to say that all of the people that we work with, we know, we trust, they are the best at what they do. They deliver incredibly well on the things that they're involved with. And yeah, they get paid decent income to do it. You know, I don't scrimp and scrape on my wages. I pay people what they're worth, because if you pay people what they're worth, then that not just creating an environment where they feel valued, but paying people what they're worth, for me, is honouring. And there's something that myself and Jamie were talking about today, is that we don't honour each other in the business world. It's very dog eat dog. There's a lot of competition, people doing the same things and just trying to get the work. And since we've moved our approach in Legacy to projects and bringing on board people that we trust, there's none of that. You know, we had a board meeting on Friday. Everyone walked away with work. Everyone had something this year that they're going to be involved in that is going to pay them. And they're going to be doing something that they're really good at and where their strengths are. So for me, it's been an incredibly inspiring morning. I am exhausted, but I think that's just because my body just can't cope with the weather changes at the moment. It's part of the condition, so it just affects me in that way. But my mind and my heart are completely inspired. I know we're on the right track, and just having Jamie just look at everything today, and his very words were, wow, it's amazing. I am so thrilled, and I know that the panel that are already in place are going to be thrilled to have Jamie on board as well, because they all love him and believe in his ability and in who he is, and adore his passion as much as I do. So Legacy has taken a huge step forward today by bringing on someone who I really admire, really trust, and just believe in. I really believe in him and what he's trying to achieve, and so now he's going to be helping us to inspire the next generation and make an absolute difference within the world of education as well. So a very good day. I am now heading home to a very sick teenager who may or may not have Australian flu, so I'm watching him very carefully. So mum's role is about to kick in, and then I'm back off out later this afternoon to deliver a 2-hour development session to a local business. So busy day. I'm not going to be home till 6 o'clock tonight, but that's okay. That's not abnormal. I just don't necessarily like being out after dark, but I love working with the people that I'm working with. So hopefully the teenager will recover quickly, and the flu, it is actually flu. Having worked in GP practice, my GP used to say, if there's £50 at the front door and you have no desire to get out of bed and go and get the £50, then you have flu. If you have the ability to get out of bed and go and pick up the £50, you have a cold. So there you go, there's your benchmark. Pretend there's 50 quid at the front door and then see whether or not you can get out of bed. But I'm off now to check the teenager and see if he's okay. Have a great day, everyone. Speak to you tomorrow.